line set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 3rd down, Ramsey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ramsey, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. And a nice run past the 30. Last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's run down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by McPherson. Good. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just run the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. They'll run on first down. Ramsey, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 6. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On third down, it's Ramsey. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
That was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here we go on fourth down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40, the 20.
I think that was great effort and great execution all the way around. They blocked the kick, and then they formed the line to make sure they can return it. And no penalties. What a great job.
Yeah, almost took it in for 6, and now they're in excellent position, 1st and goal. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set them up with golden field position. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. A field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Ramsey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
This defense, they came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, what a juke into space. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Right back to him on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Jackson looking to throw on third. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On second down, it's Ramsey. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Coleman as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All right, the ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 88 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outline. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Ramsey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They juked him. 118 yards rushing for him now. 17 carries. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home here for an 8-yard loss. Nice offense on third down today. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. The key was stopping the run game. How they done it so successfully.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 29. 226 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
What's going on, guys? Hey.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to let this one go deep. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down inside the 40. The Ravens are champions of the AFC as we sign off and say goodbye, everybody.